Hello and welcome to today's new flow. This is a second trimester flow. It's kind of focused on that time where energy might be starting to come back. Hopefully nausea is waning for you. If you're one of those extremely blessed people, not blessed, that have it longer, I'm so sorry to you and I'm sending you love. But this is a time where people start to feel more in their body and a little bit more energized. So we are going to lean into that with the flow. As always, I will have some blocks. You can use some books at home, or if you don't need them. I also just have a towel. You could grab a blanket. It's more of just for like comfort or support. And I also use my pillow at points for support underneath or to give me more space for belly. So even me sitting like this, if you are already having, a bigger belly as you grow into the second trimester, this will be a great tool to bring some elevation and things like that. So I will be using this and some blocks to really help you out. So let's go ahead and get started, and we are going to meet in child's pose. Now, if you would like a little bit more support in child's pose, you can meet me here as normal, or you can take that pillow, give you a little bit more of a boost up. That could feel nice, but go ahead and meet me here and whatever feels right for you. Inhale, exhale, inhale with that diaphragm, not just belly breathing. Exhale. Right, we want to support that pelvic floor. At this point, I want you to go ahead and crawl your hands to the right of your mat, and we should feel an expansion along the left side, especially right in here. You can have head down. Good, and crawl back to center, and then to the left. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and take your hands, and I want you to go ahead and push up and meet me in an easy seat. Now, as we mentioned, this may not be quite as comfortable, so if you need a little bit of elevation, you can use the pillow, you can use a block or a book. This might be a little hard on the pubic bone, especially if you have any pubic symphysis, things like that. So I put my little towel underneath. This gives space for baby, right? And kind of opens it up so that you can breathe more. So I have this easy seat, I have a space for baby. You can even put a hand in there, say hello to baby, we are here. And from here, I want you to go ahead and take an easy seat. Relax those shoulders, drop them. Support that back as much as you can. Beautiful. We experience a lot of wrist pain, so I want you to take your wrists and roll them. And go ahead and roll them in the other direction. There might be clicks, there might be aches and things like that. If it's hurting a lot, make sure to go ahead and stop. All right, and hands to our knees. Take a minute here to just close your eyes and arrive. Maybe your brain's racing with all the things. Maybe you have other toddlers. Just take a second and arrive into your easy seat. Exhale out that last thought busying your mind. Beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and come off of your block and onto tabletop. If your wrists are ever hurting you, putting the blanket down with a little cushion can be a great way to help with that. It's common in pregnancy for our joints to ache, so no worries. Meet me here in that tabletop position, and we are going to go ahead with our hip circles. Before we begin, wrists should be directly under support properly, okay? If your fingers are really tight, there's not as much surface area to support you, spread them out, make it a nice cushion for you. Knees directly under hips, all in line. We don't want to be sunk down. Make sure to push up to a strong position, just like so. We want to make sure we have that proper support, and this is helping to grow strength. All right, and our hip circles. At the end of your next one, let's go ahead and switch directions. Really working on keeping those hips loose and open, helping make space for baby as they grow, as they get into positions. Good. From here, come to stillness. Now we're going to go into a low lunge pattern, and at this point, if you need more space, this is a great time to have the blocks or books. So I am going to show what it looks like to use these blocks. Remember, blocks can be used this way, or if we need a lot more height, even this way, okay? So I'm taking my blocks underneath my hands, and I'm going to step my right leg forward. This gives more space for belly instead of if I were all the way down, up a little bit. So I'm actually going to use this one here. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. And go ahead and bring those hands up to the sky. Good. And even open up for an angel wing. Feel that expansion across your chest. We don't want too much arching as our core is under some pressure. All right, and reach back up and come down to the tabletop. If you're near a wall and you feel wobbly, it's great because you can hold on as your balance might be a little different. Beautiful. And then I want you to step that leg back and meet me back in tabletop. Beautiful. And then from there, go ahead and open those knees, move your blocks. Let's take a child's pose to open that up. Let's return up to our tabletop. Check those hands under shoulders, knees under hips, grabbing my blocks. You guessed it. Let's take our left leg this time, and if you need help with your hand, you can help support it. Bring it forward. Beautiful. If you need even more space, you could creep it out a little bit to the side to allow that space for belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come up off the block. Arms overhead. Open the chest. No arch in this belly, right? Keep the pressure off the core. And up. Back down to low lunge. And meet me into table. Good. From here, we're going to move into our down dog. And hold here for a few breaths. Good. Walk the feet up to the hands if you can. If that's a little tricky about here, step those feet wider. Bring your hands back, hands to the knees. Come on up to Tadasana. Arms overhead. We'll do a forward fold. My feet are a little wider than a traditional yoga as I want space for the belly. Good. And then I'm going to put my knees, bend a little. I'm supporting my core and my back the whole time. Here, chair pose. A great thing to do here is also just put that block between your knees. That can really be supportive and hold it there. It's also working our pelvic floor and even helping with our pubic bone. So put it there, see if it feels good, or you could even take your blanket rolled up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. And go ahead and flow through this on your own. And on your next exhale, go ahead and fold to a forward fold. And a halfway lift. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step your feet out a little wider. And this time, I want you to come down to a Malasana squat. Turn to the side to help you see. Just like so. Pushing those knees out. If this is hard for you to hold, you could also get that expansion with a block underneath and sit like this. And that might help with that hip opening, but without the feeling of you're gonna wobble or fall. Maybe even more, you could do double block. And go ahead and stand, come up to a forward fold. My head flips over, hands down. Push up to a halfway lift, forward fold. Go ahead and bend the knees, hands to the knees. And you can come up to Tadasana. Arms overhead and a forward fold again. Making room for belly. Hello, baby. Great, and from here, go ahead and in your forward fold, step back to a down dog. Bring your knees down to the mat. And go ahead and take a seat with your knees up in front of you. If you need that support under to give space for baby, go ahead and do so. If you need a little cushion to soften it, put that blanket up on top or even just sit on a hard pillow. All right, our knees are up. Now we're going to put our feet together, come into that seated star position with our knees out. Good. And then go ahead and lean forward. Remember that we have relaxin, that hormone moving through our body. So you don't want to overdo it. You want to think about that your body's a little extra flexible right now. So do it and stop as far as you think is okay for your body. And we don't want to overdo it. So just keep that in mind. Keeping my spine straight. I'm not rolling over. Keeping it straight. And if I start to curl, it's too far, right? So baby might be in the way. You can say hello to baby. Give it a little rub. And come on back up to a seated star. And at this point, we're going to move into Shavasana. The best way to do this is if you have a pillow, this is great for comfort. And we're gonna come onto our left side. Bring this pillow up under, make sure it's like in your neck crook so that you are supporting your head properly. And this arm is long underneath. My knees are bent because if I'm straight leg, it's a little wobbly. Bent here. If baby needs a little bit of support, you could also take your blanket and place it a little bit underneath. Or if you want comfort, you could wrap yourself up in the blanket. This is the part we are slowing down. We are practicing even more being mindful and taking that time and space for ourselves. That's going to make us the best mom we can possibly be. So as we move into this Shavasana, I want you to thank your body for the hard work that it's doing. And also take a time during this time to put your hand on baby. Think thoughts towards baby. Baby can really feel in their epigenetics even the peace, the comfort, the calmness that you have during that pregnancy. So having these moments of peace and comfort, you can really begin to connect with them. So lean into that. I will stop talking, close your eyes, take a moment to lean in. All right, mama, if you need more time in Shavasana, please take it. Turn on a Spotify playlist. I'll link one below that I love. And lay here and take more of that time and space with baby. If you're ready to come up, take your hand, push up slowly with the other arm still supporting. This will help support the belly. You could even hold a hand. Come here. You may need that space for baby. Use a block pillow, hands on the knees. Deep breath in. Exhale. I want you to find those moments after this flow today where you can connect with baby, you can connect with your body, and you can connect with yourself. That's so important through this whole journey, pregnancy, birth, and beyond. So I'm excited that you joined me today for this flow. Can't wait to hear what you thought of it, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.